What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pipe Revival. Trusty Dr. Graybo, some three fryers. We're having a good day, getting unloaded. Just wanted to touch base. I'm sure you all have heard the email drops from the Sutliff guy and the STG and the MacBaren and all this garbage going on. And so MacBaren is pretty much done. They're keeping like just a handful of blends. And I can't even imagine they're the most popular blends, but none of them are really the blends that my go-to blends from MacBaren. So my favorite's Plum Cake, Dark Twist, Solent Mixture, those are all gone. And all the HH line, it's all gone, folks. The 7C stuff, all gone. They kept 3 Nuns. That's not it. MacBaren blended that, but so I guess that's a good thing. But and then they kept like just a few bulk Sutliff blends. So what does this mean, folks? It's the end of the world. Mass chaos. Panic in the streets. No, that's how I was thinking when this all was kind of going down, and I was just trying my best to digest what was going on, what was happening, and kind of the anger inside at this this corporation doing corporate things, which I cannot stand. Let me tell you something, folks. Corporations are bad for people, for rugged individuals. Corporations are like the antithesis of a rugged individual. And so if here in America, we pride ourselves on our rugged individualism, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights that grants us the freedom to be a rugged individual. And corporations are the antithesis of that. They don't bolster the individual. They don't do anything that might be beneficial is very short-sighted. In the long term, it is very, very bad for an individual. Now, if you're one of these people that believe in collectivism and all this and the mob mentality, corporations benefit feeding the mob what the mob wants. But as George, what's his face, the comedian George Carlson, or you know who I'm talking about. People in large groups are very stupid. So I'm a firm believer in that. When we get together with large groups, stupid stuff happens. So when we're in smaller groups like family and friends, cooler heads avail. So anyways, corporations are bad. What STG is doing to Sutliff and MacBaren, bad. It's bad for the individual because they're taking profitable companies. They're saying that it wasn't feasible to keep the Sutliff factory open and to produce Sutliff tobaccos, and the Sutliff was set up to do small batch stuff, and that didn't fit in their profile, their corporate profile of how they want to produce tobacco. And so basically what they're saying, folks, is you're going to get what they give you, and they're only going to produce something they can mass produce large quantities of. And the same with MacBaren. They're moving all production to a single facility. And so it's bad. But is it the end of the world? No. Now, a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to reflect on everything that is going on. And I ordered 5 tobaccos from Cornell and Deal. And I've been shying away from Cornell and Deal for many, many years now. But, now this has opened the door to exploration again for me. I was, for years and years, I was set in stone on what I smoked, and, I was a half and half guy for a long time. Even it was a STG product, and I was a half and half guy. And so they did save half and half from going away. Apparently, I haven't seen the papers. I haven't seen the books. I haven't seen any of that stuff. So, it is what whoever had it before them. And listen, folks, I don't have my finger on the pulse of the tobacco industry. I'm just a guy that loves smoking a pipe and loves pipe tobacco. And so I don't know all the dirty little details of everything that is going on in the industry, and nor do I want to know. I just want to be able to enjoy this hobby. It's not even a hobby really to me. It's what I do. I've been doing it for a very long time, and it's just part of my life now. So I would just like to be able to enjoy it without corporate interference, and without knowing that there's, some kind of greasy-headed, empty suit making decisions that are not good for the rugged individual pipe smoker. I don't like it. So, but this has opened the door for me to try smaller companies. I haven't tried anything from Boswell's yet. I plan on doing that. I've never had LJ Peretti. I've never had anything from the Country Squire. Now, I think a lot of these guys, they were probably having Sutliff package this stuff for them. So they may be looking for a new supplier, maybe like Cornell and Deal or something like that, or Gay with Hogarth, or some of these other handful of independent blenders that get bulk tobacco from the farmers. So, this is opening the door. Look at this as an opportunity to branch out away from the popular mainstream stuff. And let's make some of the stuff that's not the popular mainstream stuff. Let's make that the popular mainstream stuff. And, I think, I call it a boycott just for the lack of a better term. But, us as rugged individuals, we can choose where we spend our money and choose what business we fund. So, that's one of the best ways to send a message to a corporation is to not buy their stuff. And if it starts affecting them in the pocketbook, there's a good possibility that they might try to change something. And they might, give in to what the consumer wants. I'm not so sure that's going to happen with STG because, from the looks of it, I really don't think that they care a whole lot about the consumer. I think that there are pipe enthusiasts that are running it. I think his name is Max Stockaby. So he probably is a pipe enthusiast, but he has his own interest in mind, and his interest is in mass producing tobacco that he likes. So that's what I'm getting from all of this. So anyways, it's not the end of the world, folks. We're going to be just fine. Cornell and Deal, I've just touched I think I have like 8 of their blends. I really I've been smoking Bayou Morning for a few years now. So that's a really good blend. Haunted Bookshop you put a year of age on Haunted Bookshop, it's one of the best things you'll load up in your pipe. And then there's these new blends I got. Exhausted Rooster, that is fastly becoming one of my favorite tobaccos. It is an excellent tobacco. If you haven't tried it, you need to get some. And Three Friars, I'm really impressed with Three Friars. It's another one. It's like a more refined. It's like a softer. I wouldn't say more refined. Maybe a softer. Doesn't have all the rough edges of Haunted Bookshop. But Haunted Bookshop, you let it age for a year, get those rough edges start to soften out, and it melds together very nicely. Three Friars is kind of a variant. It's kind of like Haunted Bookshop. It's a little bit softer edges, probably a little bit more perique. But what I'm saying, I don't want to get into doing the tobacco review here, but what I'm saying is we're going to be just fine, folks. And I'm kind of now, after the dust is cleared and I could see a little bit clearer now, I'm kind of excited now. I'm excited about the future of tobacco. I'm excited about, I think that this probably creates an opportunity for some of these smaller blend houses like Cornell and Deal and some of the other ones that I mentioned. I think this is a good opportunity for them, and I think it is a good opportunity for us. And yes, it does suck that we're losing Old Dark-Fired. We're losing these HH blends. We're losing much of MacBaren Plum Cake, Solid Mixture, Dark Twist, some of my favorites that I've been smoking since day one. We're losing those, but there's other people out there that are talented at putting blends together. And I think Mr. Reeves over at Cornell and Deal is one of the best in the business at putting together very balanced and tasty blends. So I'm excited about the future of pipe tobacco, and you should be too. So anyways, that's it for me today. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you on the next one.